Dear participant, welcome to this online course in health economics and pharmacoeconomics. We've done this as a team. All people involved, you can find them in the Moodle environment. And we as a team have tried to make for you a course with quite some variability in topics. I will explain that in a minute. And some flexibility as well, some flexibility in how you go through the course. You can go in several ways. You can take your own path, although there is some kind of a standardized, pre-considered way how you go through the course. We have theory. We have deep dives in which we take specific topics and we go into a higher level of granularity for these topics. We have assignments, maybe with some Excel calculations, but don't worry, it's doable. And we have questions for you, which can be multiple choice and they can be essay type when you are consider to write a small piece on a specific aspect. So as I said, there is a standard build-up, pre-considered by us, pre-considered build-up in chapters, and each chapter consists of 3 paragraphs, although one actually 4. Let me go through the chapters briefly so that you get an idea. Chapter 1 is on the role of health economics, pharmacoeconomics, and it provides you with the broader insight of what can we do with health economics, pharmacoeconomics. It gives you insights into health systems, where the whole of health economics functions, and in particular considering reimbursement of new medicines, new drugs. It will consider health technology assessment, with health economics being one aspect in health technology assessment, but there's much more, and health technology assessment is a sort of multi-criteria decision type of approach. It will contextualize a little bit. Chapter 1 will contextualize the health economics in terms of there is cost effectiveness, the core outcome of health economics, pharmacoeconomics, but there's more. There is affordability of new medical techniques. There's also sustainability of health systems towards the future. So contextualization a little bit done in chapter 1. Then chapter 2. I already mentioned the cost effectiveness ratio. The cost effectiveness is the core concept. And the cost effectiveness has 2 elements. It has an element of monetary element. It's about costs and savings in euros or dollars. And it is about, on the other hand, health gains, health benefits. It's about extended survival. It's about increased quality of life. And these 2 aspects are related to each other in a cost effectiveness analysis. What is often being done is that this is related in what we call a simulation model that can be complex or can be more straightforward. But basically there are different types of models, and chapter 2 will give you insight into the 2 most used types of these models, which are decision trees on the one hand and Markov models on the other hand. You're actually also supposed to fill a brief Markov model in Excel. I'm sure you will manage. That's chapter 2 about this core concept, and then chapter 3 is more about what can we do with our cost effectiveness ratio, this core concept, when we have it, how do we interpret it? So it's about thresholds of cost effectiveness. When is it too high? When is it okay? And basically that in the end boils down to what is the value to us of human life. Obviously an impossible, very difficult question. Luckily we have some strongholds. we have guidelines how to do our health economic, pharmacoeconomic research. There are many choices to be made, and the guidelines give us some kind of stronghold. And the guidelines specify things like how do we measure costs, which type of costs do we include, what perspective do we take? Is it the healthcare perspective, the narrow one, or the broader societal perspective? What do we do with time preference? What are the discount rates? That's how we deal with this. And what is the adequate comparator to be considered? If we have, for example, a new drug, what to compare it with? How to deal with that? And then at the very end, I think we come back to chapter 1. At the very end, we again will come back to the issue of cost effectiveness. Health economics is one aspect, but there's more. There's affordability, there's sustainability. So how to deal with that? So actually at the very end we will revisit a little bit the issues introduced in chapter 1, but when you are in chapter 3, you will even better understand these issues. I think that summarizes this course so far. For the moment, the only thing that remains for me now is to wish you all the best and good luck with this course. Again, I'm sure you will manage, and enjoy.